Alright, so we got some parts for the FD that finally got here. Most of these parts I need them to pass inspection and to keep the car enclosed, I guess. Driver's side mirror, picked it up on eBay. That way we can fix it because the previous owner smashed it. So we'll keep some rain and trash from getting inside of it now. The headlights, pop-up headlights, and the seat belts I needed for inspection reasons. And then I just got some random pieces just to fill up the shipping box. All this stuff I got it from this guy. I'll put his info on the description too. He's pretty good. It's based out of the United Kingdom, I believe. Somewhere out there. Shipping wasn't too bad. The prices weren't too bad. And it actually took like a week and a half for all this stuff to get here, so which is not bad. I don't think it's bad. So he's pretty good on that. And then we got some door handles, because you know Rx7s, they always break. These are aluminum, I think. They're like 70 bucks off of eBay. The only trouble I might have is on the passenger side. It's completely gone. And the driver's side still has a piece of it in there. So I guess these are just to rebuild your door handles. This one still has a little piece there. So I'm gonna figure that out. So I got the driver's side locked back in. So that's in. I also had to replace these cables. Previous owner put a aftermarket alarm with the remote unlock and unlock, so you had to cut in here and attach an actuator through here, so they were messed up. So here's the old ones. I got new ones. These run from here, they run up to the actual lock actuator on the side of the door. 3 Phillips. Took that out, cleaned it, lubed it. It's good to go. Put it back together. This door, driver's side door, now unlocks and locks, opens as it should. For the window, the rail for it broke, or it was already broken. It broke at the spot welds, so this goes in like so, and it's supposed to be bolted up right here from the other side with this bracket, and then yeah, it just broke at the spot welds. So we're gonna weld that back in from the back so it doesn't get in the way. And I'm just gonna manually power up these windows up and down because I don't have a switch for it. So this is a plug that goes to the window motor. Got some terminals on it that I just put on it, and then I got this DeWalt battery pack that I'm just gonna stick in here, and then to go the other way, just reverse it. You guys get the point. So I'm gonna do that. So I got the headlights back in. The new used ones, way better condition than the previous ones I bought. So now I'm gonna start working on pulling this engine out so we can drop it off. And hopefully on my next visit it'll be freshly rebuilt. I'm gonna get on that right now. Alright, so I got most of what I believe to be everything that's hooked up in the top. Wasn't too much. So now I gotta go down underneath the car and do the bell housing bolts, starter, and I believe it should be pretty close to pulling out. Just a quick little update right now. So I believe the engine's ready to pull out. Our custom exhaust is out. Quick recap of what I took off underneath the car. There is 4 bell housing bolts that hold the tranny to the engine. That's how many were on my car. It looked like that should have been it. You can grab 2 of them from the top, 1 from each side, 1 from the driver's side, 1 from the passenger side, 2 from the bottom. This one, if I remember correctly, was underneath the starter. So starter comes out first, which are these two bolts, this long boy and this other one. And then you can get that one out. I had two 12s for the slave. Yeah, the slave. For the clutch, you don't have to undo the line, which is helpful because then you're gonna make a mess. These were my two engine mount bolts, and then I had the two there for my downpipe. And now it should have come out. The only thing that was tricky on this one was the clutch, the throw bearing. It's different from a regular one, so I had to kind of look that one up. What I basically did was push the throw bearing in towards the engine, and there'll be a ring that you also got to push in towards the engine, and then I kind of popped the throw bearing as I held the ring in, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna I'm gonna link a video that helped me out. Hopefully helps out some of you guys, but I think this thing's ready to go. So we got the engine out after some technical difficulties. That clutch bearing really threw me off for a bit, so I had to go back down there and figure it out. It took a while, but it does have to release, like you'll see it pop, the throw bearing like come out all the way. I guess it hooks up with a little snap ring on the other side of it, but you have to pain the ass. Anyways, it's off now. I'm gonna strip this down to a bare block, short block. I guess that's what you call rotary too. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna strip it down, clean it, and then take it to the rebuild man. Hopefully by tomorrow at least. I need to call him. And we got that bracket weld that I told you for the glass, driver's side glass. Not the prettiest weld, but literally no one's gonna fucking see this. And so we'll put that in, put the glass in. We just quickly spray painted it with whatever paint I had to keep it from rusting. So we'll slide this thing in. We'll come in from the bottom, put the glass in, and we'll be good. For the most part, it's pretty stripped down. I took everything that I could besides the cover. I got some other little stuff I still got to take off, but it's mostly done. I got the stock twins over there, miscellaneous parts that came off the engine. Some of them are aftermarket, obviously. Got block off plates and whatnot, fuel rails, sandwich plate, and that's the water pump housing, which looks like shit, so I'm kind of glad I'm doing this. So I'm gonna drop it off once the guy responds, see what he says. Now at the end of the video, I'm just gonna go briefly over how I did it, just in case anyone wants to know, but mostly for my future reference when I put this thing back together. So that'll be at the end of the video, so I don't have to bore you guys halfway through it. Alright, just came back from the rebuild guy, dropped the engine off. It was like a 45-minute drive. He's out in Phoenix somewhere. That's about it for this video, I think. I don't know when the engine's gonna be done. That's all up to him. He's gonna keep me in touch, keep me updated. We did talk a little bit about parts and plans and goals and whatnot for the engine. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing a lot of cleaning in the engine bay, rewiring what I can, painting, cleaning up. Same with the interior. The interior's already pretty clean, but I'm gonna start putting some of these panels in. like tying them down with bolts or holding them down with bolts, and anything that I know can be put in temporary for now. We got the glass door back in on the driver's side, which was a big deal for me just because I didn't want to have anything else come inside. We got the door handles working on both sides, so now I can open and close it, which was also another big thing for me. Just one of those little things that bugged me. Everything else I can live with. Got most of the panels. Some of them are chewed up. Have to find those, but I think once I get the engine and this car runs, I'll do the rest of it a little at a time, because this motherfucker is going to be expensive. And once we get the engine going, we'll do a body kit, wheels, the rest of it. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm really liking this car. Something different, something out of my norm. Usually I would just deal with my 240 and the 350Z. That's about it. I don't really know what else to tell you guys. Alright, so this is just going to be quickly how I took the engine apart, how I did it. First timer, took me about an hour from the previous time you guys saw this engine. So what I did first is intake manifold off. Where's that at? The top part came off first. That actually stayed in it for a while. The mounts, which I think are part of the oil pan, because they have galleries here. I think they help it. And the oil pan came off. Those are all held in by 10s. Pop it off. These come off first, then the oil pan. And then I went to alternator, water pump. No, lie. This part before the water pump. So it was all this, then the water pump, then that water pump housing, and then that pretty much took care of everything from the front, like so. Then I came to this side where I did the turbo bolts, like the turbo assemblies themselves. That came off first. Oil lines, the drains, one on each side, and then there'll be a feed on the top and a coolant on top too. So under those, they're like a couple, almost I think they were 15 millimeters, 15 and 14s. Then that left me with just a manifold here. Then the manifold came out, the exhaust manifold, and then I could take the lower part of the intake off. And I think that's basically it. I had, well, the injectors are sit on the lower part of the manifold, the intake manifold, so that's that. I had oil sandwich plate here with the oil filter. I had hard lines for coolant, I want to say, and then a hard line for the oil coming this way into here. And then I want to say that's it, but I gotta do this now before I forget, because I have a horrible memory. So I think that's it. And then I just labeled what I could. Well, I didn't even label it, I just put them in Ziploc bags. I don't know where they go. It's a thermostat. Looks like shit too. These bolts I obviously don't care. I'll probably just replace them with what I can. But yeah, this is gonna be at the end of the video, so you guys don't have to watch it. And yeah, BMX bike post, seat post make a good cheetah bars too.